Hey guys, if you're a forehand dominant player, you're gonna want to stay around for this one because we're gonna talk about the forehand inside out and how effective it can be to help you win points easier, and how you can really kind of trick your opponent into not reading your game, into not knowing what you're gonna do next because you're really using that forehand inside out. Also, if you kind of want to use your forehand more, maybe like 3/4 of the court, and really just use the backhands more to stay solid, or to just make sure that the opponent doesn't attack you on that side, you want to dominate the forehand inside out. All right, first of all, what is the forehand inside out, guys? The forehand inside out is when we get around the forehand, when it will be a backhand, but we get around to hit a forehand in this side of the court and we hit it inside out on that direction right there. That is a forehand inside out. This would be a forehand inside in. That would be a forehand inside out. So when we're in the middle, and instead of just hitting a cross-court backhand, basically, we get around to hit a forehand and we hit it in that direction, inside out right there. So why do we want to use this shot? Again, if you're a forehand dominant player, this is a shot that is key for you to have. Why? Because first of all, you can stay on the offense, you can keep attacking because you like to attack that forehand, so you can keep attacking and the opponent doesn't need to neutralize you here on the backhand side. You can get around it and hit inside out. You could hit inside in too, but the inside out is really the one that kind of opens the court. It really hurts that opponent because that would be their backhand side if they're righty. We're going to talk about that scenario right now. So we will be punishing their backhand, and by getting around this way, we're really getting an angle to that side of the court easier. Okay, so they will really have to get all the way to that corner, and it gives us all the advantage. It leaves all the court open, so it really puts us in a winning position. It puts us in an aggressive position, which is what we want. Also, it's a great shot to keep them on their toes because, of course, maybe they're going to be wanting to get your backhand on this side, but you're going to keep sort of getting around it. And when you're in this position, they're also not going to know whether you're going inside out or inside in. So you're going to keep them constantly guessing, and you're going to keep them uncomfortable. They're going to want to really get this corner to get your backhand, and what happens is they're going to make a ton of mistakes, okay? And that is exactly what we want. So if we got this corner over here with our forehand cover, with our great cross-court shot, then when we get this shot here, all of a sudden we can get around and use that great inside out to get them on the run, to surprise them. And again, that's just a really uncomfortable shot for the opponent. That's why you see the pros who have forehand dominant shots use this so much. And the other great thing about this shot, guys, is that we can use it as much as we want. It doesn't matter that my opponent knows that I'm going there already. That is such a difficult shot for them, and they don't have that many options. Of course, I need to hit it decently well, that they're going to have to keep going back to me or cross, try to go cross. If they hit a winner down the line, if I hit a good inside out here and they here on that corner and they hit a winner down the line, you say good job. Okay, but that's not going to happen. That's going to happen 1 out of 20 times. They're probably going to go back around this area, and I can either switch, or again, if they're already recovering and they're all the way waiting for me there, again, I can repeat this shot a ton of times, especially if I want to punish their backhand as well. They're not hurting me, so I can keep going there, especially like maybe we're at an important point and I know that's working. I can go there 1 time, 2 times, maybe 1 more. Let's go 1 more. Let's make you hit 1 more shot over there. Oh, look, this one is easier. I'm just going to switch, and that's it. The point will be done. And the most important is that you're really neutralizing them. You're keeping them on the defense. They are not going to be able to attack you off that ball because they're just going to keep hitting low backhands, reaching, and it's just really uncomfortable. So make sure to use this shot if you're a forehand dominant player. That is really going to help your game get to the next level. Also, when you have a higher shot and the ball is a little bit more towards your backhand here, and it's a slow shot, it's a shot that we want to attack, right? If you're backhand dominant, okay, you can step in and really attack that if you feel comfortable. By getting around it, if you like your forehand, it's great. So this is the shot that we would also use it on. It's a slow ball. We get around here and we attack this shot inside out. It's a great shot to have. Now, What we need to have in mind is we need to have really, really good footwork for this to work, because if the ball is somewhat a little bit faster, we need to make sure that if we're getting around, we are moving the feet quite well. We want to do it more so in a semi-open stance, guys. Sometimes open, but mostly on a semi-open stance, because we're not going to have time to completely get on a closed unless the ball is really short and we got around and we need to move forward, and then we're going to hit here a closed stance. But if the ball is a little bit deeper and it's a little bit harder, or just deeper in general, we want to get around and use our semi-open to hit the ball in that direction. Again, when we're here, they don't know if I'm going inside out or if I'm going inside in. So I'm completely in control right here. Now, another key point to hit this shot is after we get around it really well, again, our shoulders, this shoulder here, the front shoulder needs to get around the ball really well. Even though I'm not going to be in a closed stance and I'm in a semi-open, my shoulder needs to be around the ball. That way I can still move towards my direction, okay, towards where I want to hit the ball. What happens a lot when we're hitting this shot, if we are caught late or if we don't get around it enough, this is what it looks like. I didn't get around it enough and I'm here and I end up hitting and I'm falling to the left. Okay, I'm hitting this shot sort of like this because I'm late. Okay, that is what we don't want. I'm going to do it again. So right here, and I'm a little, okay, we're falling to the left. We want to make sure that we're getting around it and that we're still going towards our target, okay, as much as we can. Sometimes maybe it's not going to be exactly towards our target, but we try to make it like that so that our direction and our body weight is going forward for power, consistency, and accuracy. So you will look more like this, get around it towards the target as much as we can. That is one of the most important things on the inside out. And you gotta choose the right shot, right? Because if we're having a really low, hard shot around this area, that's probably not a good idea because you're gonna have to get around it. It's low. I'm not gonna be in an aggressive position hitting this shot over here, right? So I wanna do it when I feel like I have time and I can get around it and I can punish my opponent. Alright guys, if you find this information useful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so I can keep making videos like this for you guys. Also, don't forget to check our description below for our coaching app if you need coaching. We do video analysis on our coaching app. We pinpoint any mistakes you may have. We also check out your matches, give you strategy, and we have exclusive content there that is nowhere to be seen. So make sure to check that out, and also all the products that we recommend and discounts below. Alright guys, see you soon.